The Bell That Rang Underground, Part 1. The call. Samantha, a 39-year-old urban archaeologist, was called to a remote village in Romania after a church bell was heard ringing underground during a renovation of a collapsed chapel site. The bell rang every night at exactly 2:03 a.m., even though there was no bell tower left and no one underground. The villagers refused to go near the site, whispering old warnings. When the bell rings, don't answer. Don't speak. Don't listen. Of course, Samantha was skeptical. A logical mind. She laughed off the superstition. Part 2, the first night. Her team set up camp near the ruins. At 2:03 a.m., Samantha woke up to sound. Not loud, not distant, but right beneath her tent floor. Dong, 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 12 times. Then silence. She assumed it was wind on old metal. But in the morning, the ground beneath her tent had sunken slightly, like something below had shifted. One of her assistants said he dreamed of a voice whispering, "It's not buried. It's waiting." Part 3, the descent. Samantha's team discovered a sealed trapdoor in the soil beneath what was once the church's altar. Symbols were carved around it, old, worn protective markings. She photographed them and ordered the door opened. Below was a narrow stone tunnel, dropping into darkness. The villagers begged her not to go down. "It's not your place," the old priest said. "The bell isn't calling you. It's calling who was promised." She ignored him. Part 4, the forgotten chamber. The tunnel led to a forgotten underground chapel. Dust-covered pews, ancient scripture on the walls, and at the front, a massive iron church bell suspended on cracked wood beams. But no rope, no mechanism, yet the air around it vibrated, as if it had just rung. Carved into the base of the bell were the words in Latin, "He who hears, hears forever." As Samantha moved closer, her ears began to ring. Her nose bled. A faint voice echoed in her head. "Bring them down. Let me rise." Part 5, the sacrifice. That night, the bell rang again. Only this time, her assistant vanished. They found him in the tunnel, eyes wide open, kneeling before the bell. He was whispering something on repeat. "It's loud now. I can't shut it off." Then he turned to them slowly and said, "You answered it. Now it knows your name." And he collapsed, dead, ears ruptured. Part 6, the voice in the bell. Samantha stayed alone that final night, determined to debunk it. At 2:03, the bell rang again, but no sound touched the air, only in her mind. It wasn't just a ring. It was a voice shaped like a sound. You were warned. You heard. You came. Then the floor split beneath her, and she fell. Final scene. The villagers sealed the site the next day. Samantha's body was never found, but on stormy nights, the bell rings above the ground now, hanging from a half-built scaffold where the old church once stood. It still rings at 2:03 a.m., and anyone who hears it begins to bleed from the ears. Then they disappear. Epilogue, the audio file. Months later, a podcaster researching strange phenomena received a USB from an anonymous sender. It contained one audio file, labeled bell_recording_2_03m.wave. He played it during a live episode. Within 7 days, 5 of his listeners were reported missing.